Hello, print fam. It's been a while. I do have some videos in the queue that I've been meaning to release that I recorded before I ended the vlog. I did record, I think, one of them after. But I've been busy. I've been a little depressed at times. Been struggling. Been good. Been bad. Been indifferent. Been normal. All the range of emotions. But part of the reason I needed to end the vlog was I was working too much. And from the title of this video, Making More by Doing Less, you're probably thinking to yourself, how is he doing that? What is he doing? And I wanted to explain that because it's kind of changed my life a little. Today has been a great day for multiple reasons, but I also closed the largest order I've ever had. So much so that it is 1/6 of the entire revenue that I did last year. So it's kind of a big deal for a single order. Now, with quitting the vlog, I wanted to work a more normal schedule, and I made a video about that. And I did pretty good. My brother runs a business, and he needed a little help. So I've been helping him at night, which has been shaking things up a little bit, but it's been good. It's given us a little bit of extra money. But that's beside the point. One thing that I decided was I was going to stop saying yes to everything. And it was scary. And I created some Excel spreadsheets. I've shared most, if not all of them, on my Patreon page. And thank you to all you patrons that are supporting me there still. So if you want access to those, if not, you can always email me. I'm slow right now at responding. I'm working on it. Thank you for your patience. But I'm sticking to my prices. I raised my prices, and I'm sticking to them. I use it to quote everything. So if someone wants something, I type what they want in, it spits out a number, and that's the number I say. Because that's the number that's worth it to me to do it. That's the number that makes it so I will spend my time doing it. And if people say no, I'm okay with that. Because someone will say yes. People have said yes. Some people have said no. Like I had a lady call. She wanted 100 envelopes. Put it in my system. Gave her the number. She said, that's a little high for me. I said, I understand. I'm here if you ever need any more quotes. And that was it. It just wasn't worth it for me. I can't say yes. As an example, today we're working on some shirts for Bob. Did some math. All in all, his commission would be about $25. Probably not worth it for the amount of time that he had to put it. And if he had said no to that job, what could have he done? What could he have done instead? And that's why I'm saying no. It's not because I don't want the work, but if I say yes, let's bring up another example. My wife had a friend on Facebook. I need this one shirt for a Halloween costume. And she asked me, do you want to do this? And I said, absolutely not. Because for me to do it, to make it worth it, I'd have to charge $100. And she said, why? And I said, well, they probably got the picture off the internet, Pinterest, Facebook, wherever. They're going to send it to me, and I'm going to have to convert it to a vector image. I'm then going to have to send it to them and say, how does this look? They're going to then reply back with changes, to then me make the changes, to send it back to them, to maybe be done, to then produce it, maybe get the shirt myself, maybe have them provide the shirt, press the shirt, schedule a time to get them the shirt. For me to do that, I'm gonna need to charge like $100 versus they could likely go on Etsy or Facebook and someone is willing to do it for $10, $15. But I can't, if If I spend that amount of time, if I spend 1-2 hours to make $15, which is not even the profit of the job, that's just the sale price, it's not worth it. And so I'm making more by doing less. It's this weird concept, but by being able to focus, by being able to spend the needed time on those customers that buy more, that spend more, that do these bigger projects. This project that I'm working on doubled in size because I spent the time to nurture them. I spent the time to, hey, these are some ideas, these are some things that we could do. And it came initially as they wanted to do something for their employees to replace the summer party that they do, because they had a budget set aside for COVID, or for this party before COVID. COVID happened, they didn't have their party, they still had this budget. It was set aside to do something for their employees. So I spent the time, I spent hours researching. I think this would be a good idea. Here's a cool box. Here's a bag that we could make. Here's these things. And they came down to it. They're like, we really like these ideas, but we've decided just to spend even more money on their Christmas present. So they went from spending, I don't want to talk numbers specifically because some people don't like that I talk numbers and some people do, but they went from spending $1 to $3. And like I said, it's a sixth of my revenue from last year on this one order. So being able to spend that time with that customer. And then today I called her because we finalized the order, and I'm ordering it from Sam. There's some shirts, some jackets, finalizing it with Samar, and it's a big order. So I called Samar. I was like, hey, what can you do? They couldn't do much, but it did save me like $160 to call them and negotiate it with them. But I called her back because the initial, she wanted 13 of one size, and then it went down to 5. And so I called her. I was like, hey, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here, because this one, everything else only changed 1, 2, 3, and this one changed a lot. So she's like, oh yeah, well, when you put it in that Excel spreadsheet, it was easier for me to view and understand, and I realized that the number was wrong. So I went through all my emails and corrected it. I said, great, I'll get this going. If you need anything else, I do all print and promotional products. So everything from thank you cards to Christmas cards to chapstick pens. She's like, oh, you do? I have a huge list. I didn't realize how much time this project was going to take, but as soon as we have this wrapped up, I'm going to get on that list. I need backpacks, pens, chapstick. And it's just like, holy crap. Not only did they just spend a ton of money, they're now going to spend even more. So this customer that I can spend time with is it's gonna produce even bigger results. And the great thing is, it's not with any of my equipment. So I don't actually have to do any of the work. I just have to facilitate it and do all the artwork, which I only do half the artwork. And in this case, it's really simple because it's shirts that they're embroidering with their logo. So they already have a logo. So I just have to pick up the thread. So super easy. Super awesome. But I wanted to give that tip because it's something that I struggled with. And part of the reason I struggled with it, which I may have said before, is I was afraid to say no to someone because I didn't want them to shop somewhere else. And at this point, I just don't care. My sanity, my mental health, my time with my kids is not worth saying yes to everything. Granted, right now it's midnight and I'm recording this video, so we're almost part of the 2 o'clock club. But things are going really well, and I'm looking forward to what this job will give me. I also have on the horizon a job that, if I win it, will be as much revenue as I did last year with a single job. And again, it's all from taking the time with the customers that are going to spend money rather than the customers that are just wasting your time. And I'm not sure why I'm getting emotional and teary-eyed about it, but I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's a good tip for you. I'm not special like Cam, and so I don't have the cool outro and flowy thing. So I am just going to read everyone's name as a personal thank you for sticking with me through this kind of lull in the videos. But I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 per week going forward. But thank you, E.G., Danny, Isaac, Eric, Jeremy, Joe, Teresa, Douglas, Josh, Trevor, Kyle, Jeff, Bill, Junior or JR, I'm not sure, Robert. I'm sorry, I'm not responding to you on Instagram, Robert. I don't mean to. I'm just stuff. But thank you. Christopher, Scott, Tim, Chris, Wendy, Justin, Starkson, and Mateus. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate all of you. I truly mean that. I've learned so much, and I appreciate the support and the comments. Look forward to some more consistent content. Thank you for allowing me this little break and sticking with me. We'll see you in the next one. Print Fam. It's been so long since I've done this that I didn't do my normal outro. Let's fix that. If you have any questions about what I do, why I do it, how I do it, etc., leave those questions down below. Cam's not going to edit this video because there's no editing to do. I'm just going to upload it. But thank you, Cam, for sticking with me. I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I'll text you. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing with friends. If you want to support the channel, you can do so with the links down in the description. Thank you as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Print Man.